Discovery's Shark Week kicks off this Sunday, July 20th, and runs through Saturday, July 26th. And on night one, Dancing with Sharks premieres. The name Dancing with Sharks is closely associated with Tom Bergeron, who hosted Dancing with the Stars, of course, for 14 years. And Tom is joining us right now to talk about Dancing with Sharks that will be on Discovery Channel on Sunday. So welcome, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Janelle. You know, in the decade and a half that I hosted that other dance show, I often thought, wouldn't it be great to bring in another species?
I'm sure.
Yeah, and look, my dream has come true.
Yeah, I want to know, what did you first think when someone came to you with this idea?
There were two things I thought. First was, what are you smoking? And the second one was, where do I sign up?
Okay.
Because I just thought it was, first of all, I'm familiar, as we all are, with Shark Week. But I just thought it was such a novel idea for a show, and sort of an affectionate wink towards my history doing Dancing with the Stars. And by the way, not to bury the lead, they flew me to the Bahamas.
Oh.
So, you know, there was a lot to recommend it. And I have to say, the 5 contestants, the 3 judges, Luke Tipple, who's our underwater correspondent. I said, he's like, I even told Luke, I said, you're kind of like my new Aaron Andrews, kind of. But
well, you know, Aaron Andrews is from our area, so yes.
Well, there you go, there you go. And I think I mentioned to you before we started recording this, one of our contestants is named Janelle.
Yay, so I have someone to root for.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it turned into not only initially was it an enticing idea, but the actual production of it and execution of it, as I hope you'll agree when you watch Sunday night, it's quite an entertaining and also informative show.
Okay, so let's dive into it and kind of explain to me exactly what are we talking about here? How are we seeing people dance with sharks?
Well, we had a marvelous underwater dancer choreographer, Christina Makashenko, teach these professional shark handlers dance moves, because that's what she does. She dances underwater. So she taught them dance moves. Now, to get the sharks to partner in the dance, you don't go through their agents or anything. You use a chum bucket and, you know, dangle some food. They come over and you will see some very balletic kind of moves with our contestants and the sharks. It was, you know, you won't see fancy footwork, maybe fancy fin work.
Yeah.
But you know, and there are so many shark puns
I'm
that
sure.
I won't belabor you with them.
Yes, they're
But
running through
really
my head.
yeah, and you can be sarcastic too, which is also what you can do. But it really was impressive.
So the competitors are shark trainers. So they've had experience with this, but maybe have they had experience with dance?
Not so much, not so much, which, you know, threw them out of their usual comfort zone, because they are very comfortable, very adept at being in the water with all species of sharks, hammerheads, tiger sharks, lemon sharks, etc. So that's their workplace, really.
Yeah.
And to throw the dance element in gave them a new thing to think about, and threw them off their game just enough to make it interesting.
Yeah. So who are the judges? We talked about the competitors. Of course, there's you, the host. So who are the judges on the show?
Well, the judges encompass the world of dance, the world of sharks, and comedy. We've got Allison Holker, who I worked with on Dancing with the Stars, Kinga Phillips, who Shark Week viewers will recognize from multiple shows over the years, and one of my favorite comedians, Pete Holmes. So it's a wonderful judging panel.
Yeah, and you said we'll learn a lot too about sharks and what they're all about, because there's so many myths about sharks.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's something that I think Shark Week is really well known for. Is it's entertaining, obviously, and they come up with fascinating ways to spin how to lure you into Shark Week, this being a prime example. But yeah, it's also I learned a lot about sharks just from being in the company of the 5 contestants. who kind of talked me off the shark fear ledge, if you will.
Yeah.
I still didn't go in the water with them, but
Right.
you know, that image we have of sharks from the Spielberg movie Jaws is a little hyper blown or overblown.
Yeah.
I had one friend who said, "Tom, you haven't lived until you've had a tiger shark on your lap underwater." And I said, okay, I'll take your word for that, but I think I've lived fine.
Yeah, I think you've lived just fine. We don't have to go in the water. This is close enough.
Right.
This is close enough.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today and for sharing this show with us. Looks really fun.
Oh, my pleasure, Janelle. I hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you. All right, and again, Dancing with Sharks premieres Sunday, July 20th at 8 p.m. on Discovery.